is all I'm going to say. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Thank you, Clout Alert, darling. Will you pin Clout Alert moderators, please? Well, it's true. What goes around comes around, unfortunately. What you put out there in the universe, you get back tenfolds. So I will always help as many people as I can. Not financially, do you know what I mean? Unless like one of the kids is asking or family members asking to lend something. But if I can give you a meal, if I can donate to a food bank, charity shops, certain charities that I've donated to, I'll do that. You know? It's nice to be nice, exactly. What's this one saying? Delusive Angie talks about Luke's comments saying they hide behind cartoon photos and they probably wear oxygen masks, bearing in mind that she's got accounts in there under the name Ian Brady and 75% of her community are troll accounts. Make it make sense.
Probably spinning narratives to your audience.
And they say that some of these comments, right, are thinking, oh, I wouldn't want to see them, it would make me feel sick, that are hiding behind a photo that's not even them, like a cartoon or some shit like that. Probably on some goddamn oxygen mask or something, do you know what I mean? But
Come on, set this woman.
I will.
I'm going to come to your house because of that.
We're always friends, Canadian. So respectfully, Lottie, do you give a fuck?
I don't understand all these women, right? Because obviously, what do you want a medal for coming to a 50-year-old in an 18, nearly 80-year-old woman's house? What do you go through is like 5 men in the house or 5 women in the house because we're an easy target. That's simple. We're an easy target because you can't fight anybody else. You can't fight anyone else, so you want a medal for fighting someone. There's claim to not be a fighter. But however, you might be surprised if you were.
Unfortunately, Delusive, when you've got the mouth that you've got, you're going to have to back it up, darling. You know, this is the way of the world. Don't matter if you ain't, so what? You ain't Bruce Lee. You shouldn't come off. And the people ain't going to want to fight you. You know? If you're gonna give it with your mouth, you got to be able to back it up. Do you get what I'm saying? Thank you, Louise.
If he was to turn up at my house, which I don't give you any consent to.
Thank you,
because I don't like
Louise.
fighting. You know what I mean? But you might be surprised, Lottie. Don't judge a book by its cover, love. And that's what I'm saying on that matter.
On her phone and had a video of it. So.
Okay, Michelle.
Friend. Fucking Dame Ed for average, whatever she is.
Okay, Meg Brown.
Pick of me, Alex, Luke, Red. The second we reply, you're the victim.
You are the bully.
Bother when she picks at me, I just laugh. I just laugh at her because in a million years, right?
You're coming at me now.
A woman's lifestyle, I would not
Thank
swap
you, Scott.
everything that I've got in my life. I would not swap my life with this woman for any amount of money.
I would never swap my
That, I'm sorry, it's fucking ridiculous.
Save the
Thank you,
pony.
Tracy. It is
Save
absolutely
the pony.
ridiculous. You pick. But the second we go back,
And I'm picking you up one by
oh
one.
my god, they're bullying me.
One by
See, this is the thing, isn't it? Because she's got so many enemies, right? Because she's got so many enemies, she's got beef with me, Luke, Corey, EQ. Fucking hell, who ain't she got beef with, It makes it look like she's being ganged up on and bullied. But she's, she's on live, let's be honest, 20 hours a day. Do you know what I mean? Levi went back because he needs clout. So within that 20 hours that she's on live, she's talking about a lot of people. And because obviously we all go back, it looks like everyone's ganging up on her. And we're not. We know we're not. It's like Saturday night, I come on and I had a drink and I was jolly and I was having a good time and my husband popped up in the background. Thank you, Susie. And she was sat there with the troglodytes taking a piss out of my Simon. Thank you, Welshan. And all I'm going to say, you're lucky that you live 4 hours away. Because I would have knocked your door. Not to do anything to you, to have a conversation and say, look, what's your problem? Do you know what I mean? And this is the thing with her. She sits there winding people up all day and all night. Thank you, Susie. Yeah, it was nasty. It was really, really nasty, because Simon isn't a TikTok character, you know, he's a voice in the background. Do you know what I mean? He doesn't choose to be on TikTok. You know, he's a voice in the background, and there was just no need for that. But I get it. It's TikTok if that's what she wants to do. But this is why people want to, you know, come for her, because she is just so venomous. The thing is, because she hasn't got a life, right, and TikTok is her life. It's all she knows. It's all she's got. She's already admitted she's got no friends in real life. She's got no partner. She's got nothing really to look forward to apart from firing a live up. Thank you, Trudy. You know, and I'm not one to go for people's looks, but as she continuously goes for me, she does look like she's been dug up. You know, so she definitely not gonna, you know, succeed in, you know, activities. She just hates the world, you know, and that's why she sits there so nasty all the time. Thank you, Olivia. She's jealous of what other people have got. She's jealous seeing other people happy. She wants it all for herself. She thinks that she owns the app, and, you know, obviously we know she doesn't own the app. It's like, you know, I'm not keen on some people, and they're doing an FYP in the morning time because it fits around their children's school, and she's come on live purposely doing her FYP at 9 o'clock because somebody else is doing an FYP. Like, I'm sorry, if there's anyone that should have a problem with people doing FYPs, it's me, considering I created the fucker. Do you know what I mean? Thank you, Joe Vlogs. You do run the app, Alicia.
Corey.
Anyway, you don't obviously know the full story here.
You lot are going to make me cry.
Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Jojo.
But as I said, you're an amazing mother. You're a lovely wife, even though I want your husband. We won't go into that today. Please don't take anything this evil one has got to say to heart. Right? You're a good woman.
But yet, all of you come at my big gifters. All of you. Jojo, Zia. Who was what's the other person's name? I forgot. You come at all my biggest gifters, but that's okay, is it? Are they forgetting they've come at all my gifters, doxing their numbers and all the shit, and they're constantly phoning up Simba. You've come for all of them. So what's your problem? It's a tit for tat. You don't like it back, but there's one thing I won't be in that silence, because I can't
Maybe leave
stand
people alone then.
on the social media, TikTok. Absolutely. Because I don't want anything happening to anybody on this app. You know, have a repeat of what happened with the poor boy, you know, and what's his name again? I forgot. I've said it so many times. You know who I'm talking about. Exactly. So I don't really care. Capisha's another one. Exactly.
Do you know what I find wild with this woman, right? How she can sit there, because obviously she's talking about the Inquisitor, right? And they sadly unalive themselves due to social media. How she can sit there and constantly bring that name up and use that as a weapon is beyond me. But bearing in mind she affects so many people's mental health, and she goes at so many people. What about the people that you're affecting, Delusive Angie? Sometimes creators, small creators that ain't got the platform that you've got, that haven't got the troglodytes that are willing to go out and troll like you have, because we know you have a team full of trolls. Do you know what I mean? What about them people? What about the people that you've sat and questioned the DV, the abuse? You know, you always hide behind the Inquisitor. You like to throw that name about, and it's disgusting, because you don't care about other people's mental health. And also you like to hide behind your elderly mother. She does say worse. Look, I mean, look at the picture she posted of Pearl the other day. That is disgusting. To post somebody as not here anymore, that is wild. Like, that was probably one of the worst things I've ever seen. And she sits there and wonders why people want to smash her fucking head in. Thank you, Cats. Thank you, Kate.
This is going to stop it. Someone else has to. Shut up, Luke.
I know Paul's got family on the app as well.
You enjoy your holiday, come on live when you're not intoxicated and spitting fucking little digs out, right? And just be your...
Thank you, Captain Crook. Look at what CA called you. CA could never bother me because I'm not pretending to be anybody else. So anything that CA says about me, CA can't put her opinions
Because
to her
it's
name. The reason CA can't put her opinions to her name is because she's hiding something.
Exactly, Luke.
When someone doesn't want you to know who they are, they're hiding something.
Exactly.
Doesn't want someone to find out something. I, Luke McJanet, put my opinions to my name.
Who's still
Yeah.
opinions?
So, with respect, I can't.
Oh, let's get it, guys.
I hope these comments in your life, Luke.
Thank you, guys.
It's the same.
Because you're going to be your biggest enemy.
No opinion.
I am not your enemy.
And you just
I am not
started.
someone that, that has beef with you or anything like that.
Thank you, Shan. Thank you, Kate. Like that Canadian Angie's another one. She'll sit there, rant and rave, spew hate. Like, I've never known anybody so angry in my life. She's a very angry lady. Very, very angry. And her lives ain't very kind, let's be honest. And she sits there, she has all these opinions on everybody else. And, everybody else is the worst person in the world. And she can't even put she can't even put a live on because she's fucking lying about who she is. And that is wild to me that people actually sit and support somebody who has openly lied about who they are. Somebody who has used their child's picture as their own. And you think people should respect their words? Do you know how insane that is? It's not an FYP, it's just a pure hate life. And she thinks she can sit there and call other people's behaviours out about this person speaking to that person, this person's doing this person. Well, who the fuck do you think you are? Piss off back to Canada. Toxicity, these pair of Angies. Nasty individuals. It's like, how many times have I asked her to post proof of what I've done? She can't post it because it doesn't exist. And she said, no, I'm not posting it. Oh, I don't have to do that. Well, you do if you're accusing somebody of fucking putting a hate campaign on you. Do you know why you can't do it? Because it never fucking happened, you weirdo.
Go enjoy your holiday, show everybody your animals and shit like that. Because when you're coming on and you're drunk, you're not a person that you want to go live with, bro. Because you're talking abusive fucking things about.
Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Kate. It's like last night, right? Last night, thank you, Harry. We'll get into this in a minute. She doxed my address because apparently her address, which I don't know is her address or isn't her address, she needs to make her mind up, got pinned in Luke's live, but we'll talk about that in a minute. But it was my address that got doxed because she's that fixated on me, just like this fucking scruffy haired ginger man is, right? They're that fixated on me. And it's insane. I've never had so many stalkers in my life. Honestly.
She's because she was drunk. And you don't
It's not really just a back and forth. They judge me for my debates. They judge me at all my discussions I have. They discuss me when I sometimes get drunk, when I have done. They judge me for if I say
Thank you,
on
Miss Warwick,
TikTok about my
darling.
mental health. They judge me on everything. So it's not all just a back and forth like they do with Zach. They just judge.
Fucking
So
liar.
it's not all back and forth.
Liar.
It's just them bullying people on this app. And I'll be sitting here having a really fun time.
Thank you,
and I'll be
Shorty.
up on Miss Red's FYP that we've discussed. Because I said something on my mental health, maybe it's not a good place at that day. She's lying and all of this. This is what they do.
That's what you do.
This week is now gone. This week's gone out.
No.
MVP can't make out too good, thank you.
You know when I put your cringes up? When I say something you don't like to hear.
You don't actually liquid in you guys.
I don't know. Look, I just wish you have a great holiday. Enjoy your night. Just watch what you're doing on live stream and just have a good time.
Thank you, Kim.
Because it's nice watching you when you're out with the animals and all that, and it's nice to see you with your
Thank you,
friends
Martin.
and to see good clips. That's what your holiday should be about. I just come
Do you know what it is with Delusive Angie, right? Do you know what she can't stand? She doesn't understand or can't hack why I do so well. Yeah, I'm not gifted insane amounts of money, right? But when I come on, I do a FYP. How long have I been on for? I've been on for an hour and 15 minutes, right? And we are popular number 2. She's been on probably, I don't know, since what, since she opened her eyes this morning and got out of bed, didn't even, you know, wipe her ass after going to the toilet. Do you know what I mean? She can't fathom, or she hates the fact that I do so well. But this is what a real community is about. It's about people coming in every day, showing a little bit of love, dropping a heart me because you want to see me up there. Her audience ain't there to watch her do well. They're there to watch the car crash, watch the nastiness. It's blood sport in there. Do you know what I mean? And she hates it. She said it herself, like, Miss Red comes on a couple of hours a day. How does she do so well? Well, maybe you have to ask yourself. Maybe it's because I'm actually an all right person. Thank you, PJ, darling. You know? Have you ever thought about that? And that's what you don't like? This is a lovely community. Thank you, Fee. It really is, Miss Warwickshire, and I'm not just saying this. Like, we have a lovely room in here. Thank you, Lainey and Fee. Like, there's no, like, I know a majority of my community, like, who's in here every day. I see all over the FYP. I see in comment sections, and this room is not based around trolling. This is, you know, your lovely housewives, you know, your people that, you know, are genuinely lovely in life, you know. You're not here for the blood sport. Thank you, Mandy. As were her room. Thank you, RJ, and the Canadian Angie's room. They're there for the blood. Do you hear what I'm saying? Gemma, no, I won't stop. Guess what, Gemma? You're blocked. Bye, bitch. That's probably Canadian Angie herself.
Yeah,
Hi,
but
Gemma.
this guy, what he does when he goes out drunk and all this and causing havoc and everything else, why is he telling Zach how he should enjoy his holiday, what he should and shouldn't do, how much he shouldn't drink? He doesn't pay him. He's not paying his bills. Is this his father? I don't get it. Why is there so much control on this app? This is what I'm trying to say. Luke, Corey, all...
Did she just say, why is there so much control on this app? Bearing in mind she's the one that's trying to control everybody. She even blocks people.